Hello everybody, this is emmavoid and welcome back to my Let's Play of Kentucky Route Zero, where we're about to start the final act. I've waited a long time to get here. Really a big part of why I didn't start playing Kentucky Route Zero a lot sooner was because the final act hadn't been out yet. But now it is, and I'm ready to go. Boop. So last we left off, we had done the intermission and the town got wrecked. I'm guessing this might be that very same town. Maybe? Oh, well, somebody's alive at least. That's good. That's everything, right? How did all this fit in that truck? It's bigger on the inside. I think it rained. So we hear. May I use your phone, Miss Shannon? Aw, who are you calling? I was gonna call Julian. He has a phone? Yeah, obviously. So where is 5 Dogwood Drive? Right, no idea. Maybe we should split up? It's a nice morning for a walk, but a bit muddy. Alright. So who are we? What? We're the kitty! Ah! We're the kitty! Okay, I'm sorry. I am way too excited about this, but we get to play as the kitty. Zoom! Oh, hello people. Oh hey! Junebug and Johnny. It's strange to hear the noises coming from the well. There's that weird sleepy singing again. 2 songs overlapping, but the same singers in each group. You think the truck's okay down there? Sure, I doubt any thief could get it started. I like these two. Uh-oh. Are we... No, we are still the kitty. What is Spiral? Meow. Ah! Okay. I gotta say, this is pretty gorgeous. Like, just the gameplay of running around as the cat is really impressive. Elmo gave Rita a tour of the cameras and wiring. She'd just been through a certificate program on public broadcasting at community college, so no surprises there. Nikki showed her the video databank, James demonstrated the sand and image processor, and then Ron came barreling in with an urgent expression. Are they dead? Public broadcasting. Rita had entered the public broadcasting program at Fish Trap Lake Community and Technical College with a vague desire to be a newscaster. One of her instructors got her excited about pirate television, and she followed threads through TV and activist communities until she found herself here somehow, volunteering at WEVP TV. So, yeah, judging by the background even, this was the TV station. Oh, and that's Mo the Crow. It wasn't quite the radical guerrilla television crew she dreamed of joining. This group seemed more interested in sharing the town's home movies than culture jamming and interfering with corporate stations, but she liked that focus on local concerns. Ron's news was clearly bad news. Rita's heart sank a little as they listened. She knew things were unraveling, knew from experience what that looked like. Wouldn't it be nice to arrive at the beginning of something for once? But as she listened to Ron detail the power company's sudden withdrawal from town affairs, she heard other possibilities. She studied their faces and found concern, for sure, but also something like relief, hope, an awakening of play. Nikki looked like she might have been daydreaming. These were people, Rita decided, ready to step out of the company's shadow and build something of their own. Ron said the TV station would still be funded by court order. Could that be their anchor? Kitty stretch. Such a good key. Slow-mo crow. Hello, crow. Mo. Slow crow, mo. Mo crow, slow-mo crow. The shadow walking around. Not disproving my theory that you're dead. Cool, whatever. Oh, hey, there's Ezra. Will it still fly? Oh yes, she just got banged up a little in the storm. I don't know why this guy has a British accent. I'll have her up and running again by this afternoon, I'm sure. Can I fly it? Ezra. Well, how's your upper body strength? It's good. Really good. This old girl is operated by pulleys. I mean, 100% mechanical. A fully mechanical airplane? Well, except for the throttle. Okay. I could do that. Sure thing, Ezra. I admire your confidence, young man. Yep, just a little bent metal. I'll have her skyworthy again in a matter of hours. Okay. I've bored of this conversation. Hey, look, a truck. At first, they only observed the truck from a distance. It was an alien carcass, something that made more sense in death than in life. The company had dropped it off in the middle of the day when everyone was at the plant. They let it sit overnight, alone and strange. Nikki thought it was ridiculous, but Ron approved. To Elmo, the truck was simply beautiful. He thought it was elegant. He liked the idea of passing it every day, observing it from different angles and distances. He didn't care if they used it or not. Anyway, there weren't any roads in town, unless you maybe counted the old airstrip. Everyone had to agree this was money and attention that would have been better spent addressing the town's drainage problems. Maybe finally get started on that damned messianic ditch. Still, they had a few things to dispose of. Broken flower pots, empty glass bottles, clothes that didn't fit anymore. They gradually fell into the habit of collecting waste and carrying it to the truck. Once a month, Once a month, some shadows would come in from the night woods and haul the garbage away on a cart. Huh. So, maybe that's what the shadows are. Just having the kitty run around like this is the best thing. I love it. Oh, Wanda. Kitty. Alright, sleepy Wanda. I'll leave you be. Hey, it's some of those geodesic domes. Nice. Oh, kitty, don't go in people's houses. Oh. Paints and chalk in the small bag, diary in the large bag, stuffed dog in the small bag, photograph of Chris in the large bag. No, in the small bag. Sandra couldn't decide. Should she keep the photo of her husband, or should Alex bring the photo of his father? I'm more interested in the diary. She wrapped the diary in a towel before stuffing it into her bag, feeling slightly silly doing it. Fraser had been on a tear collecting all written material as community property lately. She was sure he couldn't possibly have meant even a personal diary, but was she sure? She set everything down, closed her eyes, massaged her temples, and wondered, not for the first time, how Fraser had consolidated so much invisible power so quickly. How had he done it? Had he in fact done anything at all to claim this incredible lattice of influence? Or had they simply blindly given it to him? So who's this Fraser guy? I think it'll... Oops. Rain. Oh, it's the musicians. Think it'll rain anymore? No. I don't see any clouds. Hell, it'll probably rain anyhow. Whee! Just our luck. Assertive meow. Oh, really? Confident meow. He thinks it's going to rain again tomorrow. Nah. I don't know, man. Animals have a sense for the weather. I think this cat just likes messing with you guys. But whatever. Alert meow. Whoa. A croak reverberates inside the smoker. Croaker smoker. Guess there must be a frog in there. Random stranger. Nothing from you. But over here. Oh, hey, hello. What's this? The seer reclined high in a tree, carving fine details into a small wooden pipe. She'd done the bulk of the carving over hazy mornings with a stoneworker. He smoked constantly. She only smoked when she was happy, or very sad, or bored. From this height, she could see the earth movers shaping the mounds under the draftsman's supervision. She could see him inspecting his plan, the drawing he'd made from her game, the map. Okay, so these shadows, I think they're ghosts? Which makes me think everybody who was in the TV station might have died. Which is unfortunate. But, oh well. And the people who are still alive are the ones who we can actually see talking. Who's this here? All I can read is better days. Better days ahead? Better days for whom, though? The one who died, or the rest of the town? Interesting. Kitty zoom! Phew. Look at that cat run. Such a good kitty. Whee! It shouldn't have happened. Should have prepared better. All of us. But most of all that damn company who built this place left it only half built when they pulled out of town. Damn shame. Okay. Sorry people died. It sucks. Kitty does not mind the water too much. And who's this? Wow, how'd you get out of there? I was able to climb a tree, and from there I spotted a secret path. And then what happened? Then I found the Library of Television. Ooh, or the Desert of Broken Glass. That sounds cooler, let's go with that. My shoes were ruined almost immediately. Well, they look okay to me. Yes, I repaired them myself. At first I could barely see anything, but then a bit of moonlight broke through the clouds. It was intoxicating. I was swept away by its beauty. Just remembering it now, I might start crying. No, I'm okay. I was traveling with some strange companions for a while, too, but not as strange as yours. A white rabbit followed me for a while. He had a collar with a name tag, like a cat or dog, but it was written in a language I'd never seen before. By far, my most memorable companions were the Martians. They were silly and lazy, and I think a little drunk, but I found them charming in their own way in the end. I got to ride in a big truck and a tugboat. Wow, I'm jealous, but I won't let it ruin our friendship. We should stick together. It's a nice idea, but you should stay with your friends. I think they still need your help. Sorry, Ezra. Flora's got better things to do. Like hang out with Martians, apparently. Whee! Real quick. No, nothing here. Alright. Jorge scanned the shelf. He quickly found the book he was looking for. There are only a few dozen left. More shelves than books now, the result of an experiment called the New Selection. Privately, he called it the Purge. But only privately, in small groups of reliable complainers. The unspoken rule was to hold back criticism as long as possible. The experiments needed time to unfold naturally, without the interference of doubt. Jorge would have preferred to complain more freely. So another one of the early natives' ghosts, I would guess. Criticism. Even the scheduled feedback circle sessions had been losing their teeth lately, he thought, a trend that coincided with Fraser's increasingly central role in the community. Fraser proposed and executed experiments just like any other community member, but his experiments had a scorched earth quality. They were all destructive. He moved from one area of community life to the next in search of excess to cut back. Lately, he turned his sights to the library. The New Selection meant decimating their store of books according to Fraser's own inscrutable criteria. Now we are guaranteed something vital every time we take a book from the shelves. No more time lost to printed chaff. Fraser's colorless voice echoed in Jorge's mind. He felt like spitting. Instead, he tucked the book under his arm and set off for the woods. Kinda sounds like this Fraser guy might have been the reason the old community fell apart. Meow. Greeting, meow. Oh, hi, kitty. Where did you come from, huh? Follow a bird up here? These folks, the ones who built this thing, they chased birds too. Intrigued, meow. Really? That's what they wrote. They followed some migrating birds up here from Central America. Somewhere up to Florida. And then here. Skeptical meow. Well, that's what they wrote anyway. I guess it might have been a metaphor. Kitty is skeptical of your interpretation. They were beautiful animals. No, I should say. Simply that they were our neighbors. Aww, the neighbors didn't make it. Also, someone pointed out on the Discord channel, neighbors, 'cause they're horses. Well, they were horses. And they're free. I should say that they are free. What do I mean by free? Oh, hello. Sorry. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm writing something, a sort of poem. Is it happy or sad? I'd like it to be hopeful somehow, but it just keeps coming out sad. Oh, poor Nikki. Alright, well Nikki's okay at least. So that's good. What else can we find? Aha. 6 or 7 men stood in the sun about a dozen yards from the ditch, and he could hear them laughing. He tried not to hear them. Instead, he listened to the shovel punching through the dirt as he shaped the trench. It was wet dirt. Mud, really. It made a hungry sound as he shaped the trench walls. One man was louder than the rest. He had a nervous laugh that sucked up all the air around him. The out-of-towner stuck his shovel into the dirt and squeezed the bridge of his nose. He sneezed, took a swig from his thermos. The laughter quieted into greedy chuckles, and he could feel the men approaching. The out-of-towner. Interesting. Do you hear music? Always. Strange to say, but I feel like I've been here before. Anyone else? Oh, is this your place? A weird time for new construction, but what do I know? This house is new? Sometime last night, I think. I've never noticed it before. That's super weird. Also not much of a house, given that it doesn't have many walls. It feels warmer in here, somehow. Right? Warmer and brighter. It's actually quite spacious. Yeah, you could fly a plane in here. Nice. I could see myself in a place like this. The light in here is pretty great, actually. I could set up a new workshop here. Maybe work on that big video synthesizer thing. Fix that up. I'd love to perform in a place like this. At sunset. I kind of feel like I'm on stage right now, actually. You know what I mean, man? Who's the audience? Everyone's leaving. No. Weird acoustics. Like, you get little echoes before the sounds themselves. I like it. We need to make sure and preserve some of this stuff before the next big storm. It may only be a show for the raccoons. At least there'll always be bugs. That's what I like about bugs. We saved what we could. Hey cat, I'll race ya. Where are we racing? I'm here to that pile of mail, okay? Mail? Yeah, okay. Come stand here. This is the starting line. Ready? Hey! Little brat. Come back here! Alright. I guess cats play by their own rules, huh? Things look a little different now. I guess maybe it's just passing time. Yeah, I'd be worried about that too. Well, and it isn't just the rodents. The floors are mostly rotted, I think. He'd fall right through. I'm surprised they're still standing after last night. All the buildings? No. Most of them have good bones. It's just these are the ones the power company built. Just these ones the power company built that are rotten. Oh, okay. Yeah, the power company moved in here a while back and set it up like their own little town. For the workers. But they didn't build them too good, huh? It's garbage. They couldn't be bothered. I lived in that one over there, in fact, when I first came here to work at the power plant. Oh yeah? I wouldn't set foot in there now, though. Oh. There's a lot of birds up there. Got lost back there, kitty. Choppy seas today, Captain. Aye, Captain. Let's reinforce the sails. Right. What's here? Clyde lay on his back on the runway, hands folded behind his head, halfway between dreams and the afternoon sun. He entertained the momentary delusion that he'd survived a plane crash and was vaguely unhappy when the dream faded. Coming into land, he'd slammed into a truck. The driver probably thought the runway was another road. The runway smelled like oil. Years of leaky light aircraft taking off and landing. All the state said they wanted was to knock down some trees, many trees, and build a road tying this small town to the larger web of streets and highways that entomb the rest of the country. It would bring in new goods, new people, maybe even some cash from tourism. Many of the residents supported the idea. But Clyde and his inner circle of stunt pilots turned mail carriers knew that a road would be the end of their secluded paradise. This place has a lot of ghosts. Like, holy dang. Oh, these were the horses. Oh, the neighbors. No. Sad. No, miss, they don't scare me at all. If you met them, you'd feel the same way, I'm sure. I don't believe old Jorge would ever hurt us. He's kind and a bit of a bookworm, as far as I can tell. I leave the radio on for him at night. He seems to like the AM call-in shows, but just out of tune. What is it about the radio they love? They all love it. To tell you the truth, I feel a little bad that I won't be here to care for them anymore. Isn't that something? I'm beginning to think I might stay here. Is that ridiculous? I'll stay here and care for your ghosts. Sounds good to me. So, like, somehow it seems like the whole group is gonna just wind up living here. Which is weird, but cool. There's really never been a road to this place? Why not? Hey! Ezra can talk to Slow-Mo Crow. I can't really make crow noises. How'd they manage that? Makes sense to me. Yeah, okay. Will he stick around to help? Okay then. Guess we better get started. Ezra, you little dork. Talking to birds. I mean, I guess it makes sense since your brother is a bird, but still. Marianne clears her throat. Kitty meow. Well, hello. Marianne nudges Wanda. Wanda, time to wake up. Curious meow. Nope, dead to the world. Proving meow. Just try again later, I guess. Yeah, alright. Or cat running. Whee! Junebug! Nice little setup you've got. I wish I had a space like this to work on the bike. It's a custom job. The vicious cycle. Oh, okay. I think I've seen those. Nice and light. Not light enough to fly, of course. I guess you don't have much use for a bike in a town with no roads. There was one thing Cass always insisted on about this place. No roads leading in or out. Hell, we can always fly. What's this? What is it? Kitty meow, kitty meow. Oh man, it's totally broken. Waterlogged tapes. They might still play, who knows. But all the VCRs are shot. Aw, sad meow. I don't even know where to put all this. I hate to call it trash. I wonder if that garbage truck still works. Does it work? I don't know. I think you wind it here. No, it doesn't work. I could probably fix it. Oh, you could definitely fix it, man. And then you'd have a new robot friend. And then I'd have a new robot friend. Ezra likes that idea. Oh. Just taking one last look. You said you were sketching? Researching? I make stuff like this. Kind of. Where do you exhibit it? Outside. Out in the fields, forests, away from roads. Why did they build this huge, dirt spiral? Most of these ancient earthworks are thought to be burial mounds, but this one definitely isn't. To be honest, I don't know what it was for. Oh, heavier than they look. Sure, everyone's heavier after they've passed. It's only natural. The spirit has no weight. In fact, it lifts us up a little. Do you know how long you have to be asleep before you can start dreaming? Sometimes I think I'm dreaming even when I'm awake. Entirely possible. Even if you never go to sleep, you'll start dreaming on your feet. We used to pull some pretty long hours at the TV station, really pushing our limits. Sometimes it bled into the work. We drew inspiration from another group who lived here before us. They built this. They called themselves the People of Nothing. Fearless experimenters. Whenever I make a decision, I never know what's going to happen next. Is that an experiment? I don't know, I like both of these. You could call that playing, or experimenting is abandoning expectation. Let's go with that. Yeah, he'd fit right in here. Sure, it's a mess right now, but there's some residual energy from those fearless experimenters that I don't think will ever dissipate. I could stay here. Oh, hi. Hey, aren't you... Yes, I am. We were talking about the library. Is this your family? Ezra looks at Johnny, Johnny looks at Junebug, or Junebug looks at Ezra. So I guess seeing who's wondering who has the reaction. Junebug looks at Ezra. Yeah, that's right. This is my family now. Aww. Ron dug a grave. Hey, this book's in pretty good shape. The City of Ladies. Interesting. Waffles for any weather. And ever since that, I've just been treating it like a little cafe for the town. Oh yeah. Actually, everybody pitches in? Yeah, it's a community thing, but I make the waffles. If you want, and you promise to keep it secret, I'll pass on my waffle recipe before I head out. Why so secretive? I just can't bear the thought of any son of a bitch from that power company eating one of my waffles. I once led a demonstration march right down this main strip here, back in the bad old days. Of course, we had no formal union. They watched everyone, and they had the cops on their side. We had 1,000 strategies to hide our numbers. We rotated leadership on the hour. We had so many secret passwords I never knew if I was speaking in code or shooting the breeze. Well, I know I'm not sticking around. You think you'll do anything with this place? Hey, people gotta eat, right? Well, some people. I like that. It's good. It's a pretty good, I feel like that is a good fit for Johnny. 3A, lay paper flat. 3B, bring bottom left corner up to top right corner. 3C, crease with firm, steady pressure along diagonal fold. Nikki applied only gentle pressure. Looser flowers felt more alive. She rolled her wrists. It was the 6th hour of her assigned company store shift, and she'd made dozens of flowers. Ron had bought a bouquet and cleaned out their stock that afternoon. So... Nikki's still around. So, yeah, we've seen a number of the people still around. Nikki especially. I know she's there. So maybe the shadows aren't ghosts, but I guess echoes of people who've lived here? 11. Repeat steps 4A through 7 for each petal, taking care not to rip the filaments from step 9. She imagined the insects that would pollinate paper flowers, watercolor bees, or wasps that left ink stains when they stung. A commotion outside caught Nikki's attention. Men yelling, blows landing. She put down her work and stepped out, just in time to see the crowd disperse. Oh, she watched him. She stood in her own shadow. A few deer hunters and talkers walked past, but said nothing to the seer, didn't even look. She studied the path. This was the path the seer had found in her scrying game, a series of private dice rolls and inscrutable diagrams. At the end of the route, she'd seen a safe, quiet place. Caverns of leathery black birds, a lake of eyeless fish, a towering flame. Now the diver walked the mounds, memorizing the route. He was almost ready. Interesting. Kitty in a box. Clyde and Cass sat cross-legged in the shade of a light aircraft, Cass shuffling cards and Clyde absently flipping through a stack of unopened letters. Cass played cards and told fortunes of the same deck. Sometimes she'd switch it up mid-game or mid-divination, until you never knew whether you were winning or losing, or if good luck in the game might mean bad luck in some other part of your life. She'd predicted the decline of the circus, of course, and of course nobody had believed her. Demand for aerial stunts having faded almost completely, and many of their company having died or aged out of the profession, Clyde and Cass found for their remaining pilots a steady flow of contract work delivering mail to remote rural areas, but this place was abandoned. Cass's cards predicted they'd be here for quite a while. Rita tore up weeds. Elmo stood next to her with a bucket. She passed him the uprooted weeds, and he stuffed them in the bucket. They worked this way for a few hours. Dark clouds drifted slowly closer, but wouldn't arrive until evening. Rita and Elmo left to get some tea. The bucket of weeds sat warming in the sun. The dandelions wilted and the clover dried. Some wayward insects continued to eat. When Rita and Elmo returned, they assumed the same roles and continued working. The garden was coming along as well as they could hope, given months of neglect. When the plant shut down, the company abruptly pulled out of the area and took a large part of the town's population with it. This included the Carver family, who attended this garden, the largest and most productive in town, for years. Now the garden would be cared for by a new family, and feed what was left of the town and whatever it became next. They didn't know much about gardening, but they were prepared to learn on the job. They knew for sure they would plant tomatoes. Those had grown well from this garden in the past. Rita and Elmo worked until it started to rain. The rain washed their sweat into the dirt. Really is neat to get all these little pieces of this place's history. Until finally it just gave away. But you did good work. It's not your fault. They didn't let you finish, that's all. If they let you finish, oh, forget about it. This place would be dry as a bone. You always did good work. And Rita never got as many bands to come up here as she would have liked, I think. But it was always a blast. Sure, how does anybody find this place without any roads coming in? Oh, they come up through the well, from the river, like you did, if they can find it. That's the hardest thing about keeping an artistic community alive. Just getting enough people to show up. Whoa, look at this. Emily pulls... What do we got? Broken projector. Elmo's projector. Aw, it's ruined. Poor Elmo. He'll be devastated. Nah, he'll be cool with it. Takes a lot to perturb that guy. Videotape. Home movies? It could be. We showed a lot of them at the station. Ooh, actually no. Probably some weird art video, statistically speaking. Very little I can salvage here. It wouldn't mean anything anyway. It's a kind of a package deal. Yeah, I've been there. Time to find a new package, honey. Yeah, it's true. I think it's been true for a while now. Miss Flood just made it unavoidable. Where are you flying to? Flying? I'm just checking to see if everything's working okay. You could fly her somewhere if you wanted to, though, right? Of course. So, why don't you? There we go. Keep your distance now. Oh. I get the feeling he's not going to lift off. Yeah, no. Part 4, Subsection G, Notes on Inhabitants. Most have relocated already prior to the transitional events. Hero of reclaimed spaces, right? I can spot you easy now. I'm making a survey of this site for potential reclamation. Alright, well, don't set up shop just yet, huh? Yeah. I want all of our friends to live here. This place is awesome. Ah, damn, there he goes. Can we go in after him? In the bushes? Yeah. After the raccoon. Yeah. Johnny, no. No. But it's probably full of thorns. Yeah, but raccoon. It's not happening. Okay. Oh, don't pout. Tell you what, if that raccoon comes back into town, we'll leave some food out for him. Yes, ma'am. Hey. Hey, don't run in the graveyard. Uh-oh. I think he's supposed to be running still. Why not? It's... people are trying to rest. I mean, yeah, that's one way to put it. Hey, that was a big bird shadow. I wonder if that was, oh, wait, hold up. No! I could have meowed. Alright. We'll try it again. Wanna meow, I wanna meow. Annoyed meow. Agreed. Totally worth it. Uh, 6 feet. That's the standard. Standard for people anyway, but... 6 feet's the rule for a person, and let's say the average person is 5'9". Neighbors were about 15 hands. Oh, wait. Now what I can't figure is, what purpose is a burial? Do you measure from the front legs or the back? Well, at least I'm putting the math in. If this were still company property, they'd be off to a landfill. Cold sons of bitches. If those greedy sons of bitches had finished that drainage ditch when they were supposed to. I had a height, well... Well, I should put some of that bile into digging these holes. Alright, what else we got? Other than Kitty Run, zoom! Oh, hey, I really like this knife. It has an aura, know what I mean? An aura. Yeah, like it wasn't exactly used to cut apples. It's meant for greater things. Yes, ma'am. You two are dorks. I love you. Hey. The seer huddled in the small cave. The deer hunters ran by, shielding their eyes from the torrential rain. Must have looked like she was taking shelter, but she was waiting for the water to rise and envelop her. The water was warm. It rose above her knees. It reminded her of the womb. She closed her eyes. She wondered where the diver was now, if he had found the end of the route. Was he on his way back? Or had he been lost underground? Either way, it was too late. She thought back to the first flood, long before her birth, a flood she had only seen in dice rolls. She stayed there for a while, and then opened her eyes again. Now the water was crossing her heart. She took the game pieces from her bag and released them gently into the flood. Huh. Wow, seems to be working okay. Julian's gonna love this. Who? Excited meow. Yeah, it's amazing. There's gotta be something. Oh, hey. Oh. Hello, everyone. I've gathered you here for a very important reason. No, wait, okay. We'll let them do their thing. Hey, y'all. Thanks for sticking around for this. I know we've all got places to... Well, if anybody still needs somewhere to go, be sure and speak up, okay? I think Ron's heading through the woods tonight, back to the road if you want a caravan. You staying, Em? Yeah, sure. I'll stay. I think we can build something here again. This place has good bones. For right now, though, we've got some friends to bury. The neighbors. Nikki has a poem, and I have a song. If anyone wants to say anything, though, I'll go first. The neighbors were kind, gentle, beautiful horses. I used to go on walks with the silver one out in the woods by... Why didn't anybody ever give them names? The silver one. Well, I guess he was gray, but his coat looked silver in the light, so I always called him that in my head. And the other one is the other one. And I loved these horses. But you'd never know it if you heard me talk about them like that. So, I'm sorry, Silver One and Other One. Sorry I don't have better names for you. You deserved better names. Also, I'm sorry I'm so bad at this. Anybody else have anything to say? We didn't give them names because their names weren't ours to give. The horses were here before us, you know. They came with the people from Central America. You know, the Utopians. The people of nothing. The people of nothing arrived by horseback in October, and their first experiment was to free the horses. That was generations ago, of people and horses. I don't know when we started calling them the neighbors. We should have called them the people, I think. They were the only consistent residents of this place for over 100 years. And now they're all gone. Who are the people now? I was thinking about when all those canned carrots showed up in the mail. You all remember that? Somebody was calling around some canned carrots they wanted to be rid of, and I guess Consolidated Power got word of it. So these cans of carrots showed up in the mail, and we didn't know where they came from at first. I tried some out. No flavor to them. Most of them were gray. Just awful. Rita said that's still okay to eat. Like, sometimes carrots just lose their color if they sit in the can for too long. But nobody wanted them, really. Well, Aunt Connie came on TV with a message like, "Hope the horses are enjoying their treat." And we thought, okay, these are for the neighbors. Sure, horses love carrots, right? But the neighbors wouldn't touch them. Wouldn't even look at them. You'd think they were canned rocks. We opened a couple dozen and set them out all by the water, though. All by the water trough. And they were still there a day later. Even the raccoons steered clear. And then, of course, Consolidated sent us an invoice for every can we'd opened, already made out in company script. How do you like that? Okay, I guess we better move on. Nikki, you ready? Thanks for sticking around, like Emily said. It's so good to have you all here for this. I think the neighbors would have liked this, all of us gathered here. They like to be around people. Maya, you and our other visitors might not know about the out-of-towner. He came here to work for the company, to dig a ditch, and the company worked him good and hard, and for less than he was worth. But it wasn't enough. They had to use him up completely. After that, we became ungovernable, first out of shame, then grief, then anger. This is a poem for the neighbors, but it's also for this town. Yeah, we're gonna bury this town today, when we bury these horses. It's the same thing. We're gonna bury these horses, and what do you think will happen next? We'll all walk out into the woods and leave this place empty. No, I guess some of us might stay and build again. That's alright. It couldn't be me, but to try is your birthright. If you do stay, you'll be building on top of a grave. But that's true anywhere. The whole world is built on top of graves. Look for me under your boot soles, as the fella says. Nikki clears her throat and begins reading from the paper she's holding. For we who stayed in shame to penance pay, and hoped to mercy find right where we sinned, those hopes are withered, no mercy left. Who could forgive us now we've buried our merciful friends? Nikki directs her attention at Shannon. Our neighbors were the best of us, of course. It's always so. Our better selves, clear of ourselves, where we can see their glory glow. They glow now underground, our friends, with love. Our neighbors left us here, though not alone. But staring at the clouds, my vision showed in distant valleys, home to better friends. Return their souls in peace and gently roam. And then we buried the horses.
I've heard of a land of joy and peace and wonderful life. A beautiful place of mansions fair and skies so bright, where all who believe the Savior dear forever shall stay. And having been saved by grace divine, I'm going that way. I'm going that way. I'm going that way. Yes, dear, the Savior I adore is with me each day. I'm clinging to Him and never to stray. Just singing praises all day long. I'm going that way. Well, glorious news I tell and sing as onward I go. For those who are still astray in sin, my Savior may know. I want them to sing that praise above some beautiful day. For glory to Him who died for me, I'm going that way. I know I shall meet Him at the gate when trials are past. I know I shall meet Him face to face in glory at last. Oh, I believe that when we meet, well done, He'll say, while trusting my soul redeemed in love, I'm going that way. I'm going that way. I'm going that way. Yes, dear, the Savior I adore is with me each day. I'm clinging to Him and never to stray. Just singing praises all day long. I'm going that way.
It was really nice to see all the shadows show up. Not exactly a song that I like, but it was well sung. So, The end. Wow. That was a heck of a story. It was really good. Weird. Different. But good. Alright. Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you all being here with me throughout this. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had fun. If you like the game, remember, you can always get it yourself and play it and see what other neat things you can find that I might have missed. Like, I know there's like a final intermission that takes place after that, but I didn't manage to unlock it. And yeah. If you enjoyed my videos, please like, subscribe, all that jazz. Maybe leave some comments, check down in the doobly-doo for links to places to throw money my way or chat with me or whatever. And yeah. Not quite sure what we'll be doing next after this, but whatever it is, I'm sure I'll have fun. And I hope you all do as well. I hope you all have fun with it as well. By which I mean, watch more of my videos. Alright. Well, bye everybody.